Hello everyone, Miss Davis here. As promised, I wanted to give you guys a really great video on how to properly prepare for a playing test. I really hope that you enjoy this different kind of video from me today and you find it very useful and you actually utilize these tips on your next coming test. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 main points on how to properly prepare for a successful playing test in strings. And step number 1 is going to be to pay attention to the signs. I always give hints as to what is the playing test going to be on. Also, when the playing test is going to be. In our daily, I consistently write playing test soon, or even messages on Schoology that says playing test end of the month. Pay attention to the signs, guys, and you will be just fine, all right? Just fine. Pay attention to the signs. Within paying attention to the signs, make sure that you try to anticipate the playing test measures. Again, I always drop hints daily in class about what the measures are going to be. I often say things like, ooh, this feels like a test, or this smells like a test. I know you've heard this before. Those are probably going to be the test measures. Another given to anticipating the test measures, young musicians, all of the parts that we struggle on in class, those, my friends, are definitely going to be the test measures. Tip number 2 for how to prepare for a successful playing test: plan and practice. I know, simple, right? Not so simple for some of you. Please plan out when you're going to do your playing test. You traditionally know that our playing tests are usually due on the Sunday. Sometimes I do have them due on Friday, but traditionally they're due on Sunday by 9 p.m. If you have an extremely busy weekend, don't wait until 7 o'clock p.m. on that Sunday and trying to push out some junk to me. I don't want to hear that, and neither does your mama, okay? Plan your practice time. Plan when you are going to do your test, all right? And you will be much more successful. Figure out what days you actually have to really dedicate this nice planned practice time, and you'll be so much better for it. So much better. So, within that planning and practice time, try to focus on the weaknesses that you have in the repertoire until they eventually become strengths. Are we all strong in everything as an artist? No, we aren't. But the point of the playing test are to really help you grow and for our orchestra to be successful. So really focus on those weaker areas of the music, not the easy parts, all right? The easier sections are not the playing test measures. Focus on those weaker areas and then you will be all the stronger and wiser. As you get ready to practice in this planned practice time, right? I want you to always utilize your metronome. Your metronome is your at-home Miss Davis. I practice conducting the parts with the metronome so we stay on time. So just be mindful of that. I have a physical metronome and I also have a metronome app on my phone. I like to use the Metro Timer app. I actually have all of my apps for music in one section. And I set my timer and I use, when I am practicing my personal music, I use headphones. I'll plug my headphones either into my computer or my laptop, and then I will put the metronome on and I'll have it going while I'm playing my music. This really helps me to stay with the beat, so I am not rushing. No rushy peeps, no rushy. One of the final tips I have for you within the planned and practice time, right, is to really take the time while you're practicing to keep that recording going. And then if you get a really good run through, just go ahead and snip and edit that one chunk of that super awesome recording that you just did. Otherwise, a lot of people go in with, okay, I'm supposed to play measures 17 to 30 in March of the Metronome, whatever the song is called. And they go in and they just press record and they just try to practice measure 17 through 30 and they keep screwing up at measure 20. Then you get frustrated with yourself and have to stop and start and stop and start. Go for a longer chunk of time, and then within that time, see if you can narrow down and then snip it. Use WeVideo, use CapCut, use your phone, and then upload it to your school Google Drive. But try to not just record just those single measures. Record a longer portion and you will be much more successful, guys, much more successful. Our final tip for how to prepare for a successful playing test is to submit early. Stop waiting until the last minute to do your work. As a teacher, my number one pet peeve are people who are late for things. Don't be late. My second are lame excuses that people try to give me. I don't want to hear no lame excuse. No, honey, you can't pull one over on me. And then when submitting early, or even if you have that conflict, which we talked about already, if something has come up in your life and you cannot get your test submitted in time, it's not uploading, you're having Wi-Fi issues, your dog just passed out or something, or you fell down the steps. I don't know. Hopefully nobody falls down the steps. Anyway, message me. Y'all know how to get in contact with me. Message me on Schoology, please. Okay? Send me an email. Let me know that you are up against the deadline if it's an actual true emergency, okay? But leave the lame excuses at home or tell them to somebody else, because I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it. Submit early so you can be on time. So let's run that back again for our 3 big categories of how to properly prepare for a playing test. Number 1, pay attention to the signs, hunty. Number 2, plan your practice. Number 3, submit early. Come on, let's do the right thing, okay? I know you guys can. Because I love all of you so much and I really want you to be successful, I wrote down a few bonus points here. So here's the bonuses, like an insider scoop, all right, into really getting a good grade on your playing test and feeling good about the music you are playing. Mark your parts. Don't guess. If you consistently make a mistake in a specific spot, mark the fingering. Mark where you shift larger. Put a note to play louder, something, but mark your parts. Another special inside scoop to really being successful: play and practice in front of others. Why? Because our concerts are in front of real people. You have to get used to playing in front of people. It helps get out the nerves and the jitters and all the extra stuff. Another inside scoop just for you, because I really, really like you. Play in front of a mirror. It will help control those bow lanes and just control and see about your posture, okay? Last, but certainly not least, insider scoop to doing really well on your playing test: go back to your previous test and read the comments. Look at the rubric and see where you consistently are scoring low. Those areas, strive, remember, to make your weaknesses your next strength. Strive again, remember, make those weaknesses strengths. You're going to remember that one day. I hope it's today.
Young musicians, I really hope something spoke to you in today's video. I just want to confirm and affirm with you that you guys are great. You're very talented. The playing tests are once every concert cycle. It's not that much to ask. And if you are watching this and you're a beginning strings player, I think we only have maybe 3 playing tests the entire year. I have to be able to evaluate you on a personal level, all right? Not doing this just to be a meanie or just to be a hard teacher. Tests are important, and I really want to make sure that you know how to play your instrument well in class, so that eventually, when I'm no longer your music educator, you have the skills and the tools and the tips and the tricks, everything you need to go out and be a successful artist or just appreciator of all art in your later adult life. Guys, it's time to pull out that instrument and get to practicing. Practicing is fun. Playing tests are fun. So do it.